cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
I understood that reference.
Morning, Mr. Hammond.
Your mission,
should you accept it, steal, destroy, shadow, disappear.
assemble the team.
And here we go.
Greetings, salutations. This is Freewheeling Fridays. This is a weekly show where we introduce to some of the best creators from all over the world, and we find out more about them by taking your questions. I am your host, Ryan of And I Quote Channel, and our guest on this week's episode of Freewheeling Fridays, is a gentleman who is not just a gentleman, but he's a gentleman, a scholar, one of the smartest people in the room. He's one of the hardest working individuals in the business, and he had me on his podcast couple months back, which you can find on my And I Quote collaborations playlist on the And I Quote channel. Please welcome the man, the myth, the legend, the badass Mama Jamma, the man who is so money. He's money. He just doesn't even know it. Sam Vera is here. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to have you here, Sam. We're also happy to have you here who are watching or listening to this program right now. So do not forget to like and share. And if you have any questions for our guest of honor, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. More than happy to take those as they come in, and we hope everyone has had a good week. Hope you're ready for the weekend, all that kind of jazziness, whether you're binge watching your favorite television series, maybe going back and rediscovering a classic film. I don't know. I've been watching movies since I was, EA high, so I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. But we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about me. We're talking about Sam Vera. If someone is not familiar with you, just, in the words of our good friend Jack Nicholson, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
I am Sam the Crazy Man Vera. I created Catch the Craze podcast back in 2005, the first independent comic book podcast in the game and the longest running. I wear that with a badge of honor. And I'm also an independent comic book creator. I created There's an Alien in My Toilet, Forbidden, ARG, and now Cosmic Wars, which Cosmic Gorf, the main character, I created when I was 12 years old. And it was the first comic book character I ever created, and now it's on Kickstarter, and I'm having fun with it.
Rock on, man. That's awesome. Congratulations on that, by the way,
Thank
and
you.
everything you've accomplished up to this point in your life. And boy, don't you have a very eye-catching set back there, because I'm seeing all these blinking lights. It's like at the Las Vegas Strip, and I see a bunch of books behind you now. Are those your comics, or
Yes.
are those books that you like are collectors of? Are you a collector of those, or are
That's
those your
all-
personal comics?
That's all my books that I've that's actually all. There's an Alien in My Toilet, and then there's the
Wow.
Forbidden graphic novels there. So behind me is my work, and then in front of me are the
Mhm.
things that inspired me when I grew up. Like I have a big poster of Alf. I have the Muppet Treasure Island poster. I
Oh my
have
gosh.
Charlie Brown Christmas poster. I have the Lord of the Rings poster, and I have an ET poster on the wall.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And did you know Muppet Treasure Island turns 30 this year?
I did not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yep. Fun fact. And here's another fun fact for you. And for those of you who are watching or listening to this program right now, we actually did a 30th anniversary watch along for Muppet Treasure Island on our YouTube channel, And I Quote. So you can check it out. Links are in the description. I can drop the link here down in the comments here momentarily. But yeah, Muppet Treasure Island turned the big 3-0, and there's been some posts about it on social media on the Muppets Instagram page. So feel free to check that out. They're posting a little behind-the-scenes tidbits, a little bit of bits and pieces of interviews that were conducted with Tim Curry, the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, when they were shooting it. Not, they've interviewed him recently regarding the 30th anniversary, but the clips that they've been posting are more so when they were filming it back in 95, 96.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's been fun to revisit that because, Sam and I are big Muppets fans, and we grew up on all the Muppet properties, whether it was the movies, the television series. I don't know if anyone remembers Muppet Babies, but that was something that I remember watching as
Yes,
a kid.
man.
Yeah, Muppet Baby,
Yes.
the cheesy over the hill theme song that probably every man, woman, and child could probably recite at this point because it's been tattooed on certain people's brains, like Sam's over here. So yeah, Muppet Babies. Let me ask you this: how would you rank some of the Muppet movies? What are your top 3 favorite Muppet movies?
I like the Christmas special where Fozzie and them go home.
Muppet Family Christmas.
Yes, that's my favorite. I mean,
Is it?
I could tell you this: when I was drawing, when I was drawing the book for the Duty Christmas special,
Sure.
I had that on YouTube on replay the whole time I would draw, because it reminded me of that the innocence of being a kid, and I love that one. And I actually went when I was a kid to see the Muppets Take Manhattan and the Great Muppet Caper in the movie theaters. Yeah, I was there. I was there, baby. I was there when
Wow.
Moses parted the sea. I got a little upset with Moses because I told him, I said he didn't warn me and I had gel in my hair. And so when he parted the sea, I got splashed. And I was like, yo, dude, I worked on my hair all morning. You could have warned me. But yeah, so it's been a while. But yeah, I'm a big Muppet fan. I think those are the three. The Great Muppet Caper, Muppets Take Manhattan, and the Christmas special.
Wow. Not a bad ranking by any stretch of the imagination. By the way, there is no right or wrong way to rank the Muppet specials or movies and television. There's really no right or wrong way to do it because there's just so many great moments in Jim Henson's production's career. So, yeah, I'm with you on Muppet Take Manhattan. That's definitely one that rings in the back of my mind sometimes. Manhattan Melodies, especially the song where it's Dr. Teeth. You can't take no for an answer. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
And they got that montage of them just walking into the camera.
Yeah.
And they're going to all the different studios and they're saying, no, no, no. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
But I got to be honest with you, though. The Great Muppet Caper, Diana Rigg, Charles Grodin. Unfortunately, both actors are no longer with us. R.I.P. to two legendary actors of the business.
Yeah.
Because I grew up watching Charles Grodin in that movie Clifford with Martin Short. And the Beethoven movies. He was the dad in Beethoven. With the dog.
Wow.
And Diana Rigg, one of the biggest roles that she had in her career, and I'm not sure if you know this or not, she was the female lead in On Her Majesty's Secret Service with George Lazenby in the James Bond movie.
Oh, wow. Didn't know that.
Yeah, she played Tracy, James Bond's love interest, and I believe it was the one, if not the only time James Bond got married.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that either. Wow.
To Tracy, played by Diana Rigg, and I believe it was, let's think of the year here, folks. Give me a second. 1969's On Her Majesty's Secret Service. So feel free to check it out if you've never heard of it before. If you want to get a good entry point into the James Bond saga, On Her Majesty's Secret Service with George Lazenby, who was the only actor ever do it once, at least as far as canon goes, not counting the stuff that came before. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, man, Diana Rigg, I mean, she was drop dead gorgeous in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. But when I see her in Great Muppet Caper, all I can think of is that baseball diamond. Because that's what everybody's after.
Yes, everybody's after.
You know what we got to do, Sam? We got to catch those thieves red-handed. What color are their hands now? Come on. And this is my favorite part of the movie. So when they get off the bus and they find the Happiness Hotel, you remember that line that Fozzie drops as soon as they get off the bus?
No.
Okay. He says they're looking yonder and they see the Happiness. He says, "Whoa, if that's the Happiness Hotel, I'd hate to see what the sad one looks like." I'm just like, who said, like, only the Muppets can say that kind of stuff with a straight face and get away with it for real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Great Muppet Caper is definitely up there for me. Muppet Treasure Island used to be like up here and now it's kind of like, kind of down here a little bit. It's still a good movie. It's just I don't like it as much as some of the others. But my favorite Muppet movie, believe it or not, is Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hands down. Yeah. Hands down. We watch it every holiday season. I'm sure you do as well.
Nice.
It's a great movie. It's timeless. Michael Caine, as Scrooge, does a tremendous job every single time I watch it. It's fantastic. So definitely something worth revisiting during the holiday season, folks. For those of you who are fans of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode of the classic, the original, the Muppet Show that ran for a couple of seasons?
Oh man,
remember that? Any celebrity guest stars that you really
Sylvester Stallone, Rocky.
Oh yeah.
When he was on there.
Yeah, he was. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill was on there.
Yeah, they were all on there. I mean, it's
a smorgasbord of actors.
I looked forward to those evenings when the Muppet show came on when I was a kid. That was one thing that we watched together as a family.
Love it. Steve Martin was on there.
Yeah. Who else? I think.
Well, I know the singer. I know the singer. Rita Moreno was on there.
Yeah, Diana Ross was on it too.
Diana Ross. Who are the Supremes? What kind of a silly question is that? Who are the Supremes? You never heard of Diana Ross?
Yeah.
That's a line from Sister Act 2, actually. That I just dropped from. I don't know. Do you remember that movie, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit with Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a classic right there. You know, it's funny because because a lot of those actors in that movie were like up and coming at the time. You know, for perfect example, Jennifer Love Hewitt, before she was Jennifer Love Hewitt,
Yeah.
is in that movie
Yeah.
as one of her students in the
Yeah.
movie. And I'm thinking to myself,
The Ghost Whisperer.
that's right. Well, among other roles, yes.
Yeah.
But yes, Ghost Whisperer, Can't Hardly Wait. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that one. She was the object of everyone's affection in that movie.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
This is a bit of a deep cut. I don't know if anyone's familiar with this or not, but there was a movie that came out in the mid '90s at the height of her popularity, and it kind of went under the radar. Not a lot of people saw it, but it was called Trojan War, with Jennifer Love Hewitt being the one of the female love interests in that movie, and then the lead actor was Will Friedle from Boy Meets World. He was the lead actor in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's a rom-com about this guy who's kind of like a outsider or nobody at school, and he's trying to get a date with the most popular girl in school, who at the time is played by a very beautiful, and still to this day, Marley Shelton. Yeah, Marley Shelton. Think about that for a minute. Think about that. And he realizes that he should have been with the other girl all along, and that other girl just happens to be his best friend, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Ah.
And that's actually how Will Friedle and Jennifer Love Hewitt started dating in real life. Did you know that? Did you know that they dated for a while in real life? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she makes a cameo appearance on, what is it? She was a guest star on Boy Meets World. Remember the television series?
Yeah.
She was on that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go. I know I'm kind of blowing Sam's mind right now with all these fun facts that are just oozing out of my mind. And I'm sure I'm blowing your mind who maybe watched or listened to this program. Notice
growing up, it was her, and it was
who was the other
Alyssa
crush?
Milano.
Oh
Alyssa
my
Milano.
gosh. From Charmed. Yeah.
Sam from Who's the Boss when I was a kid, and then Charmed. I mean, it was just like
Charmed,
she was, yeah.
Mhm.
Those were the two that I had a crush on growing up, and Tootie from The Facts of Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting Hollywood crush,
Yeah.
or list of Hollywood crushes. Excuse me,
Yeah.
because if we're going to compare notes here for just a second, and once again, this is Freewheeling Fridays, where the conversation can go completely off the rails at any time. Let us know if you have any questions for our guest of honor, Sam Vera. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. Love to hear from you. My crushes were Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers, Amy Jo Johnson. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell, Tiffany Thiessen.
Kapowski. Wow.
Yeah, baby. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Come on now.
Yeah.
You got to remember Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
I do. Yeah, she does a lot of stuff on Facebook and TikTok.
Social media. Yes.
Yeah.
Ambassador, I would say. Let's see. Who's another crush of mine? Catherine Zeta-Jones from Mask of Zorro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, she's still beautiful to this day, but I mean, I would have loved to have gone on a date with her back in '98 when that movie came out, man. My gosh.
Yeah, she is stunning.
Oh my gosh. Mask of Zorro. Please tell me you've seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
It's one of the best. It's to me, it's one of the best action movies ever made. And it's a film that holds up. You know why? Because practical effects make the movie that more realistic.
Yes.
You know? So I got to give it to Hollywood in that regard. Practical effects were, and a lot of good stunt work was in that movie too.
Yeah.
So Catherine Zeta-Jones is one of my crushes. I'm trying to think, who else did we have a crush on back in the day? Well, I mean, no. Jennifer Love Hewitt came a little bit later on. Yeah, I mean, at least for me anyway. I mean, to a certain degree, Denise Richards was certainly. If you saw her in Starship Troopers, in a film that we don't want to talk too much about here on this show, but it's called Wild Things. Just Google it. You'll understand what I'm saying. Nev Campbell's another one, brother.
Yeah.
Nev Campbell, Party of Five, with the Scream franchise is Hello, Sydney.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are you gonna go out and see Scream 7, the new one?
No.
No.
No, I haven't even seen the last two.
Oh, so you're a little behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, I haven't even seen a lot. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of things. I mean, what I'm watching now is
Yeah, what are you watching now? What is on your list?
Agent.
What's it called?
Night Agent.
Night Agent. Who's in that? Anybody we know of?
No, it's an up-and-coming actor, and it's about an agent that works for the government. A night agent is basically when you have an undercover agent across the world, and they're in need of help.
Oh.
They call this number, and it goes to the night agent, and they're the ones who's supposed to dispatch resources. And then he gets caught up in all this stuff. It's pretty cool. There's season 3 right now. Just started.
Okay, what streaming service is this on?
Netflix.
Netflix. All right, gonna have to write that down. Write that down, folks. Write it down. Your next obsession is right
But I
here.
want to see Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming to Netflix with
Henry Cavill, right?
Alan Richardson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Isn't Henry Cavill producing it or something?
I think so.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
producing it.
but Alan Richardson. I mean, ever since he's done Reacher, he's just been taking off.
Oh yeah. That's another show I gotta sit down and watch one of these days. Is Reacher.
That's a good one. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm waiting for the next season to come out.
Yeah, people are itching, scratching, and clawing for another season of Reacher because Alan Richardson is built like a truck, man.
Yeah, it's massive.
Dude, that guy went from. I mean, if you saw him on Smallville as Aquaman back in the day.
Oh, what was that comedy that was like a college student that he was in?
Blue Mountain State.
Yeah,
Blue
he
Mountain
was
State.
in that. He was a thin, and then all of a sudden, next he's this massive gargantuan.
I know. He's like I said. He's like he's like two semi trucks.
Yeah.
Or two 18-wheelers just came together and made Reacher, and I'm like, dude, how did this guy get so jacked?
Yeah.
My God. I mean, he could probably break Aquaman, / Jason Momoa's neck at this point.
Yeah, if they did Fighting American, he'd be good a candidate for that one.
That's actually a good point. See, so this is why we pay Sam Vera the big bucks on this show, fellas. No, but it's a good idea. I mean, hey, it could happen, right? I mean,
Or Supreme.
Yeah, is this? Yeah, that's another one, right?
Yeah, that was from. I think Supreme was Image Comics.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of it now. It's just, yeah, I think it's coming to me. But still, it's a good idea for sure. I digress. There's a lot of there's a lot of characters you could play. I mean, well, let me ask you this: Are you? How do you feel? This is one of the movies that's getting a bit of. I mean, it's getting attention, and I'm curious to see how it goes. But I don't know what's going to happen necessarily. What are your thoughts on the trailers or some of the promotional materials we've seen up to this point for DC's Supergirl, for the new Supergirl movie coming out later this summer? Are you familiar? Have you seen the trailer at all?
I seen something a few months ago. It didn't resonate with me at the time. It was the one with they showed Astro or the Superdog.
Well, you mean Crypto?
Crypto, that's what I mean. Crypto, that's the Astro. Yeah, I seen it, but it didn't click. So I'm optimistic. We'll see what happens.
All right, because Aquaman is trading in his trunks for badass biker threads
for Lobo.
Was playing
yes,
Lobo, yeah,
that is cool. I mean, is Lobo. I mean, when you think about it, he's like made for that role. So I think he's gonna kill it. I think he's just gonna blow it out the water with that one.
I heard he's been lobbying for that part for like the better part of like 20 years.
Yep.
Or something, which is insane, by the way, that you're lobbying for a part in a comic movie. It's insanity times a billion. But no, I mean, look, I saw the trailer. I like Supergirl because I'm a fan of Superman. Superman's a favorite character of all time. # those are the facts of this case, and they are undisputed. But that trailer didn't wow me either. But I'm hoping to be proven wrong because we've seen bad trailers for good movies. We've seen good trailers for bad movies. Like because this happens with marketing all the time, right? It happens.
Yes.
But I'm interested to see where it goes. I think Millie Alcock, who's playing the new Supergirl, looks good in the suit. I think she's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's good. She's a badass mamma jamma. I just hope that she can prove herself in this movie as the new iteration of Supergirl, because the last good iteration of Supergirl that we've had, not so much on the big screen, but just in general when it comes to forms of media, at least for me anyway, was Laura Vandervoort on Smallville. When she was on Smallville in season 7, and then she made a few appearances here and there in seasons 8, 9, and 10, respectively. Don't get me wrong. That to me is a badass Supergirl. That's what I want to see. The Melissa Benoist television series that she led for like what 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it was. I watched the first season of Supergirl. It did not work for me. It did not work. That actress. Listen, say what you will. She's a good singer. She's a good actress from Glee and all that stuff. But that is not my Supergirl. That is not not even close to who Supergirl should be, at least in my opinion.
Right.
So that, in the words of Randy Jackson, it's a no for me, dog. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this new girl, Millie Alcock, is going to bring to the table. We'll see. I mean, the movie could fall flat on its face, be a huge box office failure, or it can make some coin and we can get more Supergirl, which I'd like to see.
Yeah.
So I don't know. The one trailer that really confused me, and this trailer actually dropped this week for everybody here in the chat, Lanterns is coming, and it's Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. Aaron Pierre, I think is how you say his name, is playing Jon Stewart. Have you seen the Lanterns trailer that dropped earlier this week? It was like 2 days ago. Okay, so This trailer was very different than what everybody thought it was going to be. It's very dark and very gritty. And granted, there's a mention of the suit. There's an image of the suit in the trailer. But these two guys, Hal Jordan is grizzled. He's battered. He's bruised. He's kind of like the old man Logan. Doesn't want to really do it anymore. He's training the new kid, which in this case is Jon Stewart. And he says, you got to wait a while before you get to the head of the class, son. Because I'm still Green Lantern. Like, I am the Green Lantern, and I say what goes. And they go to this small town. They're investigating what's going on. There's mysterious goings on, And people were saying online, it's like No Country for Old Lanterns. It's a mix. And people are saying it's a ripoff of a Taylor Sheridan television series because of how dark and gritty it is.
Right.
The other thing that bothered me about this trailer is that the Green Lanterns, especially the main one, and I love Kyle Chandler as an actor. I think he's a great actor. He played Coach Eric Taylor in Friday Night Lights, for Pete's sake. But he keeps dropping the F-bomb. Every 2 seconds in this trailer, and this is a 2.5-minute trailer. And now, granted, this is just a trailer, but I don't remember Green Lanterns ever cursing, and if they did, it was like sparse and in between.
Yeah, because some producer said it needs to
be
go
darker
that direction, and that's why they screw it up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That Lanterns trailer really threw me and a lot of other people on social media off. So when you get a chance, Sam, I look forward to hearing your 2 cents when you've had a chance to sit down and watch the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to throw this at you kind of last minute. I apologize. But there's been some geeky stuff going on in the world. So I just thought I'd get your 2 cents on the matter. But hey, just throwing it out there. Have there been any indie comics that you've read recently outside the stuff that you're doing that you've really enjoyed?
I am reading Your Wish is Your Command, which is a book on the power of projection and how you control your thoughts to manifest reality. I have a stack of indie comics because I back a lot of Kickstarters that are sitting there that I haven't opened up and read them yet. So because I'm reading this book, so nothing yet in recently. And then I have a stack of like art books. But no, I haven't read. I collect them, just haven't read them.
See, that's what Sam and I are good at. We're very good at collecting books. We're just not very good at actually physically reading them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I even got a stack of I haven't even unboxed the Kickstarters. They're just sitting there. Yeah.
Wow. That's you know what they say, Sam. That's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, it's tough because you know that as we get older, time moves faster, right? And
man,
so every minute I'm thinking about drawing or creating and then every time I step away from that, I feel like I'm not being productive. Which is why I haven't seen a lot of shows and haven't seen a lot of movies lately because I've just been working.
Hey, it's understandable, and I'm with you on the time flying by faster as we get older because I'm pushing 40, and I gotta be honest with you, man. I get up, I go to work, I come home, I have a few hours to myself, and then all of a sudden I got to go to bed, and I got to get up and do it all over again. And then when you get to the weekends, which we're about to get into, here in the now, I got a free day tomorrow. I don't have any shows on Saturday for this week anyway. I'm just talking about this week. So Saturday's a free day for me. And then on Sunday I got another show I got to do, right? So in between I got all that free time on Saturday and Sunday. Now part of that's going to be spent doing some adulting stuff like laundry this, laundry that, whatever, right? Par for the course. But I hope to sit down and just read because I got all these books behind me, including comic books, including Sam. I hate to tell you this, but Forbidden is sitting on there.
Oh, nice!
And I did get I got your Forbidden graphic novel. It's over here. I got all the little trinkets that came with the Backstarter or came with the Kickstarter or the backer tier that I backed, which I was very happy to do for you, by the way.
Thank you.
Because Forbidden sounds like a really intriguing story, and plus, who doesn't like a good swordsman story? Swords, baby. I mean, just something like that. So Forbidden is sitting on that shelf. A few other Kickstarters are sitting on my shelf, and it's been rough, man, because you go to work 40 hours a week. You do 3 shows on the weekends. I mean, for those of you who do these kind of podcasts, I do 2 or 3 on the weekends, to be perfectly honest with you. And then before you know it, the time is just gone, brother. So you gotta just sometimes we just gotta sit down, take a deep breath, and plan some stuff out, and you got to make it happen. You know,
Yeah.
you can talk a good talk, but you got the actions speak louder than the words. And character is who you are when no one is watching.
Yep.
So
Yeah. And that's
So
the
I-
biggest thing. I
yeah.
think. I think for me, it's
Mhm.
because like Friday comes and it's Monday already, right? And so I'm like, wait, what happened on the weekend? So, I think it's just trying to accomplish one thing a day. Because there's so many things that happen throughout the day, and there's a lot of distractions, and I have a full-time job too, and so I always try to. That's why getting up at 4:30 in the morning, I always get to either start a page or finish a page that I'm working on for the book, and then I work out, um, walk my dogs, feed them, and then I go to work, and then I come back, feed the dogs, eat dinner with my wife, go into my office, and just create and do it all over again, and then until I fall asleep at the draft table, and then I go to sleep, and I get up at 4:30 and do it again. So but I try to make sure that I draw something each day, and I get closer and closer um, to finishing the project every single day. Because as soon as this project ends, I'm on to issue number 8 of There's Nail in My Toilet. So I have to draw every day.
Jeez. Hey, you're a badass mamma jamma. That's what I gotta say about that. But yeah, no, there was a story I was in the process of writing, and then I'm writing it because the requirements that they're looking for submissions are 15 to 35K when it comes to the word count.
Yeah.
And I've never written anything more than 5,000 before. I've never done it. So I am attempting something new and different, which it's scary, but at the same time, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Because I want to push myself to write these kinds of stories that can be a novella type length story, right? So I'm writing the story. I'm like 1,200 words in, and I'm realizing, oh shoot, I'm already getting to like the third act, and I'm not like I got to go back. I got to like retool this thing. You know what I mean? So I got this thing, and it's called a whiteboard. So it's a dry erase board, and I hung it up on my wall over here. It's off to the side of the studio, which unfortunately you kind folks can't see right now.
Right.
But I used that to map out, because this is something I didn't think I was going to do until now, but I'm starting to do outlines for my stories, because I realized that when you're outlining, it's like a roadmap. You see, okay, act 1 needs to be about this. All right. And then act 2 needs to be, about this. And the character's going through challenges. They get a setback. Right.
Yes.
And then act 3 is about them overcoming that setback and getting towards the conclusion and getting towards the falling action and seeing, okay, how are we going to defeat this enemy, or how are we going to go about this? How is the character going to grow? Are the people going to root for this character, or are they just going to be like, oh man, he didn't really change. What's the point? He didn't grow.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, right? So I'm starting to learn that outlining is, especially when you're doing something that's more than 5,000 words, is important.
Yes.
I think it's important. So I got some of it over here. I started writing it down. I have this thing right here. Let's show this to the audience really quick, because I think this is really cool. It's word slinging time. Okay, word slinging, and this is coined a phrase by it's a writing journal. Now this is from my good buddy Bobby Nash. He wrote this on the inside cover. It says, "Ryan, keep on word slinging, Bobby Nash." So if you're a fan of crime fiction, some thrillers, that type of stuff, look up BobbyNash.com. Don't worry, I'll post the links here in the comments momentarily. I'm doing multiple things. I'm wearing multiple hats here, folks. Cut me a break. But I'm writing stuff down in this writing journal, saying, okay, let's look at this. How's this going to go? Okay, so we got to figure out the landscape, what the setting is, who the characters are, what they're going to be going through in the beginning, how they're going to. It's a process. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, but I think it's necessary.
Yes.
Because if I don't outline this shiznit, then the reader is going to be like, what's this guy doing? He doesn't have a map. There's no through line.
Yeah. And it's critical to anything that you do. Everything like Forbidden, Cosmic Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I have all of the characters, the character profiles, every character's bio, their backstory, and then I start plotting out the theme. What's the purpose of all these characters? What brings them together, or what tears them apart? What creates the friction? And so there's what's the motivation behind the story, and then I build the story from there and everything. But I can't do that until I have all of the cast secured, and then I have the vision and the goal of the story, and then I can start building on the journey. And from that point on, so once that's done, then I start script writing, because now I have my Bible. I call it my Bible. So I have the Bible. I go through it, and then so that helps me stay focused and stay on course with the storytelling. But I don't work on any project without securing all of that information first.
So in other words, that's our PSA for tonight. Outline. The more you know. See, there you go. See, I
There you
did
go.
it, Sam. I did it.
There you go.
There's a phrase from the Wayback Machine.
Yes, and that's one to grow on.
This, I mean, I've heard it so many times. It's kind of tattooed on my brain at this point, brother. I got to be honest with you. The more you know, it's good. But it is important, yeah. So I'm in the process of outlining this story. It's a fantasy coming of age story about, just to give everyone a quick idea, because I don't want to give too much away, but it's about a kingdom, and there's a group of sorcerers/sorceresses that live in this other part of this world, and one of them is kind of getting tired of coexisting with the humans, and he wants to get a bit greedy, do some stuff that we're not really, as an audience, we're probably not happy about that he's doing. And our hero is going to go through some unfortunate situations, and he's got to find a way to dig himself out of it. And there's a sorceress who may or may not be helping him in his journey to get a little bit of vengeance, but also try to bring balance back to his the kingdom or the world that I'm in the process of setting up. So that's kind of the rough idea of what I want to do with this. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Pray I don't pray I don't screw it up, Sam.
Nah, I think you're on the right track.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Once again, this show isn't about me, but I keep making it about myself. I don't know why. It is about Sam Vera. It's not about me. Lou is here. She's saying hello, everybody. What's up, Lou? Good to see you. Hope everything's well in your neck of the woods. And let's talk about Lou for a second. Lou is very supportive of other people, and she's very supportive of this show. She's supportive of Sam. She's supportive of. I mean, Lou, let me ask you something. How big is your Rolodex? Do you see what I'm saying? Because I feel like you support 300-400 people a day or something.
And Lou did a variant cover for Cosmic Wars.
Oh, she did, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a Frank Frazetta homage to Frank Frazetta Conan.
Oh snap!
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, boy, that's HOTT.
Yes.
Yeah, Lou, you're moving up in the world, girl. Damn. That's badass.
She's dope. It came out beautiful.
That's awesome. Congratulations to Lou, and congratulations to the creative team on that one. That is fantastic stuff. It really. What am I trying to say here? It really is. So speaking of which, let's what the hey, dive into this here. So Cosmic Wars, Guardian of the Arthenian Star. Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
All right, I'm pronouncing things right. That means I get to keep my job, Pops. You're not going to take this away from me. You're not going to do it. So for someone who's never heard of this character, never heard of Cosmic Wars, what exactly is this, and how did it come about?
Well, let's start with the beginning. So Cosmic Gorf, which is that character, I created him when I was 12 years old, and at that time, it was my imaginary friend, and his name was Scrungy. And so I gave form to my imaginary friend. And then he started evolving, and I watched a television series called Too Close for Comfort. And the dad was a comic strip artist, and he was drawing a comic book called Cosmic Cow. I loved the title Cosmic in front of the name. So I was like, oh, I want Cosmic Gorf. And that's where the name came from. And then Gorf, the design, I mean, you could see the influence from just Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock and Dark Crystal and whatever. But then I wanted him to be a hero. And so my mom used to read these Fabio books, these fantasy novels with Fabio on the cover with the long, luscious hair. So I was like, he's got to have the hair. And then, I was a big Conan fan, Conan the Barbarian. So, Conan always had these big, giant swords and muscular. So that's all of that stuff influenced how Cosmic Gorf was formed. And then I started working on the world building. It's like, all right, so he's a hero. He's a protector. What's he protecting? And that's when I came up with the Arthenian Star. So Cosmic Wars number 0, basically, he goes into exile. There was a great battle, and Gorf's role is to protect the kingdom of Crystallia and the King Nepter. But there was a great battle, and King Nepter fell in the battle, and Gorf blames himself for not getting there in time to save him. So Gorf goes into exile. Now, by him doing so, he doesn't realize that he just put the entire universe in jeopardy because now he's no longer around. Because of his shame, he's went into hiding. So by proxy, the princess becomes the ruler, Princess Reina. There's never been a female ruler before. So now she has resistance with allies and within the kingdom. Now, because of that, they're vulnerable at the time. Lord Evil is plotting to take over because he wants possession of the gem, and he doesn't believe that she's strong enough to protect, and he feels like they're weakened. So it's a great moment to attack. On the opposite end, you have Zarkinar, who's a pirate overlord who wants that gem as well. So he's plotting his own. And then her captain of the Royal Guard, Captain M3, believes that he's capable of protecting and keeping everything safe, and he doesn't believe they need Gorf. He thinks Gorf is a failure. He doesn't want anything to do with Gorf, but the princess knows better. But so she decides to go off on her own, risking everything, to go across the universe to find Gorf, no matter where it leads her, to convince him to come back before it's too late. So that's the premise of issue 0 of the Guardian of the Athenian Star.
Well, you had our curiosity, but now you have our attention. So that's really cool. And it's funny you mentioned Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian, because I remember watching the Jason Momoa remake, Conan the Barbarian. Then I watched the original Schwarzenegger, or I attempted to watch the Schwarzenegger. I got like 30, 40 minutes into it. And I'm thinking to myself, this is too weird. It's not my cup of tea. I'm turning you off. So it didn't work for me. But I've listened to one of the audiobooks on short stories. That's an audiobook on YouTube. What is it called? The Castle of the Elephant, or the I think it's called the case, not the case, but the Legend of the. I forget the exact wording of this title, and I apologize, but it's one of the short stories written by Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian. And I watched it, or excuse me, I listened to it, and I thought, oh, this is actually really interesting. You know?
Yeah.
So I do like Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian. I actually have the Del Rey volume 1 of the short stories, the original short stories written by Robert E. Howard. It's called The Coming of Conan the Cimmerian.
Ah.
So yeah, I got it right over here.
Nice.
So my buddy Grayson, who's a diehard sword and sorcery fan and a big Robert E. Howard fan, with all due respect, he recommended it to me. He's like, hey, if you're going to start with sword and sorcery, you got to go back to the beginning and read the Godfather of the genre, and that's Robert E. Howard, baby. I was like, oh, okay, I respect that, because one of the films we watched in my film class when I was in college was Solomon Kane with James Purefoy.
Oh.
And I didn't know, but that Solomon Kane is another character that is written by Robert E. Howard.
Ah, look at that.
He's a Puritan warrior, actually, is the character of Solomon Kane. And I would strongly advise anybody who's interested in learning more about Robert E. Howard's characters and his stories, go and watch the movie Solomon Kane. It's really, really good. It's a great origin story for the character. James Purefoy is one of the best underrated actors in the business today, and this is one of his early performances too. So, if you want to see him with long locks of hair before he cut it off, check, or maybe he was wearing a wig at the time. I can't remember. But check out Solomon Kane. The movie came out in 2009, had a theatrical release, bombed at the box office, didn't make any money, went to video, became a bit of an underground cult classic hit on home video or streaming services, and it's really good, Sam. I strongly recommend you sit down and watch Solomon Kane with James Purefoy. It's a very, very good film. It's very, very good to me. Solomon Kane, very, very good to me. Robert E. Howard, very, very good to me. So, I would check it out, man. Have you not heard of Solomon Kane before?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay,
Yeah.
You just haven't seen the movie.
No. I gotta look it up.
Well, the good news is it's streaming pretty much everywhere, because it's a movie that's so old you can stream it practically for free on YouTube, free with ads. So, and it's streaming on Tubi, it's on Freevee, it's on Roku if you have access to a Roku box or a Roku television set.
Yeah, I did see it. Yes.
Oh, you did see it?
Yes, with James. Yeah, I seen it.
James Purefoy.
Yeah, I saw it. Yep.
Okay.
I just had to pull it up. It's been a while, but yeah, I've seen it.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute for Sam.
2009.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's old school right there.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, we're getting too old for this shit. But one thing we're not getting too old for is to be podcasting and enjoying what we do best. And if you find something you love to do, ladies and gentlemen, it is not called work. Word, exactly. This is Freewheeling Fridays. Don't forget to like and share. If you have any questions for Sam Vera, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. But yeah, and we took the liberty of posting the link to the Kickstarter,
Thank you.
Cosmic Wars, in the comments. You guys can check that out.
Yeah.
Back it however you can. If you can't back it, share out that link to your friends.
Yes. Any physical pledges while on this live stream, you'll get a free sketch card from me.
Hey, who doesn't like a free sketch card?
Yeah.
You know, who doesn't like a free sketch card for real?
Yeah. And we are.
Yeah, where are you guys at?
We are 7 backers away from everybody getting a free digital download of the Art of Cosmic Wars sketchbook.
That's hot, man.
And we are 500 and I think it's $39 away. I think that's what it is from unlocking the next stretch goal and raffling off Cosmic Wars issue 0 2003 edition.
Whoa.
First printing 2003 full color. This is the first I produced Cosmic Wars back in 2003. And this is what it looked. This was the cover. This is what it looked like back then. And so I will be raffling off when we hit the $2,000 mark.
Oh, that's
to one of the lucky backers.
That's red hot.
Issue 1, this is issue 0. Issue 1 sold on eBay 2 weeks ago for $100, and it's currently listed on Walmart.com for $104.
What?
From 2003. Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
That is.
And nobody has issue 0. I have the last 10.
Oh, you have the last. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. That's a special collector's item, one might say. So yeah, back that campaign, fellas. Back the campaign, and there's lots of great tiers on there too. Some great covers, great artists, great creative teams working on this. And as you point out with Lou, she contributed a good-looking cover for this bad boy. So
yeah, you got to get that cover. I mean, her cover is amazing. I mean, it's a hot one, and every physical backer gets the free 4-inch Cosmic Guardian sticker.
Oh, really?
You become a defender of freedom. So this is free. Look how big that thing is, right? So this is free with all physical backers, and then everybody who backs $25 or more will get this limited edition trading card of Cosmic Gorf. So there's plenty of stuff, and we already unlocked a Zap sticker. So all physical backers are getting the Zap sticker, and we're close to unlocking the next, which is a nice print of Gorf battling Lord Evil. So lots of good stuff, a lot of great stuff to walk away with, but even more important, a great story.
Boy, he's not lying. He's not lying. I mean, he really is, dude. That's awesome sauce. It really is.
Yeah. And if anybody who picked up Forbidden and thought that world was big, Cosmic Wars is the world in the universe is vast, and there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of amazing characters in this book, and this story can go on for 100 or more issues.
Really?
I wrote it that way, and I mean we have Zanzarax, we got Zarkinar, we have Lord Evil, we have Professor Ramses, we have Whimsy and Zap and Princess Raina and Captain M3. I mean, there's just so many characters in this series, and just the heart of the story is amazing, and I know that you'll love it. And if you're a gamer, this is a comic for gamers too. I mean, if you're a gamer, you're going to love this. So if you're a comic reader and you want some adventure and excitement and something different, this is that book. Give it a shot. Only 8 days left.
I got to tell you, Sam Vera, you're one heck of a salesman. I mean, honestly, you're just, in the words of Maurice, you're too good. You're just too damn good. Anybody remember Little Monsters from way back when? Anybody remember that? That's Howie Mandel right there, man. That was when he was comfortable wearing makeup.
Yeah, Bobby's World.
Bobby's World. Yeah, that's another show I remember seeing a couple episodes. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, to be honest with you, but I did watch some of it as a kid. There was that. There was Life with Louie. There was Hey Arnold, which was another animated television series. Anybody remember Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
But the kid with the giant football head. You remember that?
Yeah.
Football head. Helga had this weird obsession with him. She actually had a shrine in her room dedicated to Arnold. And I'm thinking to myself, but this girl hates him, but she loves it. It's a complicated character. I'm not going to go into it. But no, honestly, that girl, I don't know what was going on when they were creating that show, but I'm thinking, why would you make Helga the person who hates him the most, but also loves him the dearest? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I really don't. That is some I mean, for me anyway. That's a bit odd behavior. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I don't know where I'm going with this. You know what, Sam? You're kicking tail. You're taking names. I do have a few things I want to go over with you if you have a moment to spare.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I want to share something with you and with you who are watching and listening to this program now. Once again, this is Freewheeling Friday, part of the Madness Entertainment Group. You can stream us on Roku anytime, day or night. And we got a lot of great things coming your way very soon. We also got an event that Nem and hopefully some other members of the Madness family are going to be attending. So we have this to share with you. Take a look.
Coming to Kalamazoo, an event so epic that it must be seen to be believed. A celebration so grand it spans 3 days. Kalamazoo Comic-Con. Join us April 10th through 12th, 2026 at the Kalamazoo Expo Center, 2900 Lake Street, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Doors open Friday from noon to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Meet legendary comic guests like Andrew Petboy, Bart Sears, Bob Hall, Corinne Roberts, Dan Monroe, Danica Davidson, Paul D. Story, Randy Zimmerman, Roger Schultz, Scott Grosema, and Tim Seeley. They're all ready to sign, sketch, and share stories from your favorite comics. And that's not all. Rub shoulders with other special guests, including Blake Foster from Power Rangers, Daniel Logan from Star Wars, Hunter Dino from Power Rangers Dino Fury, Jason Douglas, the voice of Attack on Titan, Megan Shipman from My Hero Academia, Morgana Ignis from Hell of a Boss, Natalie Von Sistine from Dan to Dan, Tiffany Vollmer from Dragon Ball, Young Ye from Like a Dragon, Georgina Leahy, Christina Gailey, Christine McCulfer, Jesse Milo Miles, Kristen Simmons, and the amazing Pink Opal cosplay. Dive into non-stop activities, thrilling panels and Q&As, autograph sessions, photo ops with stars, a massive exhibit hall packed with comics, merch, and collectibles, artist alley showcases, epic cosplay contests, gaming tournaments, kids zones for family fun, and so much more to geek out over. Don't miss this ultimate celebration of comics and pop culture. Grab your tickets now at grcomiccon.com. Prices start low with 3-day passes for the full adventure. We'll see you there, heroes.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Dude, that's a stacked lineup too.
Yeah.
Some really good voice actors and legendary Power Rangers. And yes, I've met Blake Foster. I believe I've met Hunter Dino. Have I? No, I haven't. Haven't met Hunter Dino yet, but it's going to happen one day. All right, guys.
There you go.
But yeah, no, that's a really sick lineup. And congratulations to everybody in the Madness who's going to be attending that event in Indiana. My gosh, that's going to be one heck of an event, isn't it?
Yeah. Sounds fascinating.
Man, whew. That's something, isn't it? But yeah, just wanted to share that with you and get the announcement out because it's coming up. And it's coming up quick, too, because as Sam and I talked about earlier, time flies, man. Time flies.
It does.
For sure. Who is a comic book writer, living or dead, you would like to have a conversation with?
Comic book writer,
Mm-hmm.
living or dead, that I'd like to have a conversation with. Probably two of them living is going to be Jeff Smith, Bone, because he writes and draws his own book, and Tom McFarlane's Spawn. Those are the two. I think they both created a lane for themselves. And similar to me, they're writers and artists. They do both, and I'd love to just sit down and chat with them.
Nice, man. Nice. Good picks there. Good picks. Yeah, Tom McFarlane's done some interesting stuff in his career. That's for sure.
I mean, Spawn's going strong. His toy business is even stronger. He has all the licenses with every major sports franchise. He's got a lot of movies. He's even got characters from Marvel and DC now.
Really?
He's doing. Yeah, he's a beast.
Wow. Okay. When are we ever going to get the freaking Spawn reboot we've been promised the last 15 years?
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. I gave up on that a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think when they said Jamie Foxx was involved, then I don't know. I think he had a hit with the animated series on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why he doesn't just bring that to Netflix and just keep that going, because that is much better than Invincible, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think if he brought Spawn to HBO, to Netflix or Prime, and just did the animated series like he did, because I don't know if you've ever seen it. It redefined everything. It is, if you haven't seen Spawn the animated series, you got to see it, bro.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It was breakthrough. He was doing. It was gritty. That's the reason why everybody decided that they want to do gritty and dark and all that stuff, because Todd did it, and it was just beautifully done. It was great. Sam and Twitch, the characters are in the series. The detectives, those are my favorite characters. I always felt like they should have their own television series. If you take, Seven meets, the Supernatural, that's what you got with Sam and Twitch. Um, I think it's just, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's him not wanting to lose creative control, but I think he does. He doesn't have to wait if he just produces the animated series.
I hear it. No, I've been hearing good things about that show over the years. I just have yet to see the animated series of Spawn, and I believe Keith David was the voice of Spawn. Which,
it was
by the
awesome.
way, I mean, he goes back to the '90s being the voice of Goliath in Gargoyles. So
Yeah.
he's a badass mamma jamma. And yes, I've actually met him. He signed an 8x10 of himself as Goliath from the Gargoyles television series, because that's the thing I remember watching as a kid on Toon Disney. What was it? Toon Disney, I think it was, or Disney Channel, whichever. It's one of the two. So. But then again, what has he not done? That actor's been in like 40,000 different properties over the years.
I interviewed Greg Weisman.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was on Catch the Craze podcast years ago when I first created Catch the Craze. I think he was on either 2006 or 7. I actually interviewed him twice on the show.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've interviewed a lot of people. Brian Polito, the Dable brothers.
Sure.
What's his name? That created that illustrated the Boondocks. The producer of the Boondocks.
Oh
I
shoot.
forgot his name. I've had a lot of people on the show, like mainstream guys, and it was cool. And then we transitioned to a lot of the unknowns, because I felt like the unknowns weren't getting enough spotlight.
Gotcha. I get that. I can understand that point. I can understand that, by the way. Understandable. Flip side of the coin, though, who's a comic book artist, living or dead, you'd love to sit down and have a conversation with?
Stephen Platt. I don't know if you know, he did Prophet, he did Fighting American, he did Soul Saga, and he did 5 issues of Moon Knight. He is a fantastic illustrator. It would be him, Todd McFarlane, Jeff Smith, Bone, dead, Charles Schultz. Definitely.
Oh yeah, man. Peanuts. Oh my gosh, yes.
I love to talk to Jim Davis. I believe he's still alive. Garfield.
Oh, the voice actor?
No, the creator.
Oh, the creator of Garfield.
The illustrator.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. If it's just. Oh, and then of course Stan Lee. Right, yeah, he's a writer himself, but
with us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think those are the guys I love to just sit down and just listen. Just let them talk. I just want a cup of coffee and just let them talk.
Just let it ride.
Let it ride.
Gotcha. Charles Schultz, I'm with you on 100%, because we all grew up watching The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas. I actually remember watching this movie. I don't know if you remember this one or not. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. Where they're at the summer camp and there's a group of bullies who are pushing them around, and there's a boat race that they have to win.
Oh yeah.
But it's also a battle of the sexes, because Charlie Brown's with the dudes, Peppermint Patty's leading the girls, and then the bullies are caught in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Snoopy and Woodstock got their own little sailboat that they're having their little misadventures on, and they're bumping into each other and all that other nonsense. So I remember watching that on VHS as a kid, and the soundtrack So good.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a great road trip kind of movie. It's about an hour 15, I want to say, if not an hour 10, as far as the, what do you call it, the runtime.
Yeah.
Check it out if you can. It's called Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. And it's got everybody's in it, and it's a fun. It's good. Obviously, it's a good thing to watch during the summertime because, like I said, they're at a summer camp.
Right.
But you can watch it any time of the year, really.
Yeah. Did you remember Someday You'll Find Her, Charlie Brown?
Is that the one about the redheaded girl that
Yeah.
Charlie Brown's after? I have not seen that one.
She was in that house. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Someday You'll Find Her, Charlie Brown. Okay.
Yeah. It was, I think, 1981.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woo. That's going back.
Yes. Back to Cali, baby.
Cali. Yeah, there's another one for you. Fun fact, and once again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I sat down and I spoke with one of the voice actresses who, not the original, but one of the, voice actors who have voiced some of these characters over the years. Patricia Patz was at Ocean City Comic-Con in December of 2025, in Ocean City, Maryland, more specifically. And she voiced Peppermint Patty.
Oh, wow.
In some of the Peanuts specials.
Wow.
And I think one of them was she's skating, or what? She's the best skater, Charlie Brown. Gosh, what was the other one? But anyway, she's been in a few of them. And she has graciously decided to be a guest this season on Anti-Quotes. So obviously, we're going to talk about her working with Charles Schultz when she was just, a very young little girl. And she also played Annie in a production of Annie. And I think it was, I can't remember if she said it was New York or LA. It may have been LA. But we're going to talk about her experience in musical theater, right? We're going to talk about her time as a voice actress, what it was like working with Charles Schultz and some of the other voice actors of the time. And that's a legend right there. I mean, that's one of the OG Peppermint Patties. So yeah, she's going to be on. I'm very excited. We are very excited as a family. As a community, we're very excited to have her on. And dude, I can't wait to talk to her about her working with Charles Schultz and being that character for those X amount of few years that she was doing it. Because I mean, Peanuts is we talked about this earlier, and Sam and I agree about reading is essential. But I think watching the Peanuts specials is essential because you want to go back to a time when things were, simple. You were making new friends. You were discovering things about yourself. You were discovering things about other individuals.
Yep.
And you were being supportive of each other. Yeah, you would throw some jokes and some jabs and put each other down at times. But you know what? You did it because you cared about the other person, and you did it because you were just being a kid. You were just enjoying life.
Yep.
You didn't have these things called responsibilities. You didn't have these things called paying bills. We didn't have these things called going to work for 40 plus hours a week. Listen, I got 2 jobs a year, and I'm working full-time at one job, part-time at a job at my local university. That's 43 to 45 hours of my week gone because that's work. It's work. Yeah. You got to pay them bills, boy. So I make the coin to keep the lights on, but I do make sure that I make some time for going to conventions and being with my crew, because being with fellow nerds like Sam here, those are the people I enjoy being with the most, because Sam's a storyteller. I'm starting to get into writing myself. I had a story published last year. I'm trying to write some more stuff and get some more stuff published now. And Sam and I have some of the same fandoms, and that's the beauty of going to these conventions, because you find people who are part of your tribe.
Yep.
And you want to vibe with that, because look, we go to work because we have to, right? But if we had our option, I'd rather go to a Comic-Con every single weekend. If money was no object, Sam, this is what you and I be doing. Yeah. You'd be tabling at every show, making money, telling your stories, getting your stories out to the general public, right? I'd be going there to network, and I'd be going there to hang out with my peeps, and then I'd be going there to meet some big name celebrities, and hey, maybe I can get them on the show. Who knows?
Yeah, there you go.
You don't know unless you try, right? You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take in this life.
Yes. 100%.
So, and Sam and I have talked about that once before, so I think it bears repeating. You want to take a shot, take your shot, because you only live once, and tomorrow is not guaranteed.
Nope, not
right?
at all. Not
No,
at
no, no.
all.
Yeah, today is today, right? Today is today, but tomorrow's
That's
no
what I
guarantee.
say. That's why you have a goal, a daily goal to
Hmm.
accomplish something. And because it's just like with Cosmic Wars. George would ask me every year, when are you going
Hmm.
to reproduce Cosmic Wars? When are you going to reproduce Cosmic Wars? And because he's a big fan of the book. And so I remember sitting down and I was like, you know what? Because I keep saying when I'm done with Disneyland in my toilet, but it's like, what if that day doesn't come? And I never got to do it. Because Cosmic Wars was my first comic ever produced. So I opened up the crates, I went through it, and I was like, you know what? I got inspired again. And when I first pulled out the characters, um, it took me back to that 12-year-old, and I say it again, drawing cosmic, connecting with Orf again. It's like connecting with an old friend. And it reminded me of the time when you get out of school, elementary school, you go home, you do your homework, and then your buddy's outside on his bike, and then you get on your bike and you go, you both have a bag of chips and a juicy cup or whatever in your book bag, and you go endlessly riding to the middle of nowhere. No one knows where you are. And then you park your bikes and you sit on the hill and you just start talking and fantasizing and dreaming of things that you want to do in the world. And that's what Gorf reminds me of. It reminds me of just hanging out with an old friend. And so I decided, you know what? There's no better time than now to get it out there again and introduce it to a new generation. And I re-illustrated everything, rewrote everything, and it's a brand new, all new. No one's ever seen this version story, and I can't wait for people to read it. I'm telling you, from a nostalgic aspect, if you a lot of the things, all the influences. If you're a Conan fan, if you're a Jim Henson fan, you're gonna love this. If you're a gamer, you're gonna love this. If you just want to escape and just go into another universe and imagine, this is going to do that for you, and give it a shot. This is created with a lot of heart and purpose, and I want to share that with you.
If that's not a mic drop moment from Sam Vera here on Freewheeling Fridays of this episode of 2026, I really don't know what is. And if that is a true blue miracle, I don't know what one is. Sorry, that's a line from It's Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. Anybody remember that holiday special from back in the day? Because I remember watching that on VHS. I remember checking that thing out from my local library back in the day,
Wow.
son. Yeah, that's what I remember. And the good news is when you go on social media, this is one of the beauties of the internet. You go on YouTube, you type in Christmas Eve on Sesame Street, boom, it's right there. You can watch the whole thing.
Wow. Type in Camp High Feather.
Oh, was it? Okay. I'm not familiar with that, but okay.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Great Space Coaster?
No.
Oh, there's
What is that? What is
no
it?
news is good news with Gary Gnews. So
okay, I gotta look this up.
It's,
you gotta drop me some links, man. You gotta send me this stuff.
Yes. You ever seen the New Zoo review?
No.
Oh,
No. You gotta text me. You gotta text me this stuff.
This is some great stuff. Great stuff.
I'm not familiar with this. I'm gonna have to look into this. Another thing.
I got you stumped.
Yeah, he does have me stumped, to be perfectly honest with you, or perfectly honest with you, who may be watching and listening to this program right now. I'm just saying. But one of the things, well, here's something I remember about the Muppets, because we were talking about this earlier, right? So one of the things I remember seeing at the Muppets, and this was in the Muppet Caper, the Great Muppet Caper had this thing called the Muppet Newscaster would always come out.
Uh-huh.
You're like, this is a Muppet News Flash.
Yes.
You know, and this is the funny thing. So I was on YouTube one day and I type in Muppet Newscaster, and there's a manga. There's this collage of clips of every single time he shows up in the Muppet Show. And he's dropping these weird news stories like, there are falling thermometers from the sky. Please be aware.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And the thing would drop on his head. He was like, ah. And like, there is some really funny bits.
Yes.
With the Muppet Newscaster. And I actually have my buddy, Bobby Nash, and I dropped his link in the comments here so you can check out his stuff. He does artistry, so he's a bit of an artist. He can do bookmarks. He can do door hangers. He does custom artwork, custom sketch cards for you, Sam. He can do tons of stuff. So I said, hey, can you make me a door hanger of the Muppet Newscaster? Because he's always on the air, and I want you to write on air, get out.
Nice.
As a door hanger.
Nice.
So he made it, and it's on my door. It's on the other side of the studio. You can't see it. But there's a door behind this corner here, around this corner here, and it has that on it. So every time I'm doing a podcast, that thing is on the door saying, I'm on the air.
Nice.
Get out. Like, beat it. I got work to do, son. So, yeah, that's, Muppet News Flash. Their times at 11. Future film at 11. Anybody remember that?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, brother. It's just one of those things. What is one graphic novel that belongs on everyone's bookshelf that is not one of your own?
Infinity Gauntlet.
Going with the Marvel route, are we?
Yeah, man. I read it every year.
Really?
Yeah. I own the same one. It's you could tell that I've owned it forever. I think I've had it for ever. So but I think I think it's a great story. I think when you do they've what they did with that, and I think it was George Perez, the artist. The amount of characters that they put into this story and told a story that from start, middle, and end that had a specific purpose and agenda, and they told it without overcomplicating it or under utilizing the characters. I thought it was just fantastic. So I think if you don't own that and you don't have that, if you're a comic book reader, if you've never read it, you gotta give it a shot. It's fantastic. I've always wanted Marvel to do Infinity Gauntlet, the movie. You know, they did the thing with Thanos, Avengers, because they didn't own all the characters. The other studios had the other characters, but I think now that they're merging, they got all the characters back. I can't wait to see what they do. But yeah, that's a fantastic one.
Okay. I mean, a friend of mine actually bought Infinity Gauntlet at our local comic shop many years ago, and I said I would like to read it at some point. I just never got around to it, unfortunately. My TBR is like 100+ deep, man. It's terrible. I'm so sorry.
Bone. I mean, Jeff Smith's Bone. If you don't have that on your bookshelf, you never seen Bone or read it.
I never even heard of it.
Oh man, you know who Jeff Smith is? That's somebody you you got to go check out Jeff Smith Bone. It's he's a one. I love his art style because it's simple and it's beautiful, but his writing is amazing. You got to check it out. Get Bone. I have every volume.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, I got to keep that in mind. All right. Yeah, in the words of Captain America, I'll add it to the list.
There you go.
Captain America: Winter Soldier, which is the best MCU solo movie of all time. Solo movie, not counting the team ups, but that movie is just. In the words of Magneto,
you like it better than the Wolverine?
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
You talk like the 2013 film, or are you talking about Logan?
Logan. That's what I meant. Logan.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Logan's not MCU. Logan's is part of the 20th Century Fox X-Men.
Oh yeah, but
before they got picked up by more,
Yeah.
But I know there's a multiverse. I know we're gonna get the multiverse. I get that, but do I think it's better than Logan? That's hard. I'd have to sit
about
down.
Deadpool Wolverine?
Well, here's the thing, and this is going to disappoint half the audience. I do not like the character of Deadpool at all.
Did you see Deadpool Wolverine?
Didn't see that, but I did see Deadpool, the original movie. I have seen the first one.
Stop the presses before you talk. You need to see that. I'm telling you. My wife doesn't like comic book movies.
Oh.
We went to the theater to see this. The theater was packed.
Did you?
It was like being at a rock concert.
Really?
The screaming and the cheers and it was awesome from start to finish. Like it had you on your seat. I mean, what he did with bringing back fun to comic book movies, like when you want to really have fun, this is what Ryan Reynolds did. He brought back fun. He did it his way. He broke all the rules. He didn't follow any guidance from anybody. He says, "I'm doing it." When you see some of these characters come into the shot and onto the screen that we've been loving for years, and they show up on this, he did a fantastic job with this. It is fun. It is fun.
I have heard about the cameos that appear. So
it is. I'm telling you, it's fun. You got to see it. It's what comic book movies should feel like when you go to the theater.
All right. I hear you. It's just I just couldn't. me personally, I just can't. I'm really personally not a fan of the character of Deadpool. And the other thing is professionally. Well, I never met him personally, but I understand that stuff going on behind the scenes. I am not a Ryan Reynolds fan in general. I mean, there are some films that I did like him in, like some of the dramatic stuff, or maybe a few of his rom-coms that he did early in his career that I thought were really good. It's just the Deadpool stuff. I'm just not a fan of it. But I understand Deadpool and Wolverine got a lot of great press, and
they killed it.
They killed it. Yeah, they've been doing quite well. It's on streaming now, so I can go back and watch it. I do have Disney Plus. # not sponsor of this show, Sam. Not sponsored. But I am aware that it is streaming, right? It is streaming.
Yes.
So I can go back on there and watch the
Yes.
footage. And by the way, Sam, there's only ever going to be one blade. There's only ever going to be one blade, son.
It did $1.4 billion.
That's a lot of it is a lot of coin.
That's Avatar money, bro.
That's true. I heard Avatar didn't do quite as well as they had hoped. One of them didn't. One of them did. Was it Fire and Ash, I think?
It didn't do it?
I don't think it did quite as well as the other ones did. Was it the first two? Way of Water and Avatar 1?
Avatar
I can't remember.
grossed 1.5 billion.
Right.
Including roughly, so they did that globally and
Yeah.
401 million domestically.
Domestically, yeah. I don't know how much Fire and Ash. Compare all three of them. I think Fire and Ash didn't do quite as well as the last two.
They missed it by $200,000
Oh, I thought it was worse than that. Never mind. I'm way off. Okay.
because their previous one did 1.5 billion and this one did 1.48.
All right.
Stop acting up.
That's not a difference.
Yeah.
Hardly a difference at all if you look at the grand scheme of things here.
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah.
What is one single issue comic that belongs on everyone's shelf?
Single issue comic?
Yeah, we're talking
Like a one
we're talking
shot?
a floppy. Yeah, floppy.
A
Mhm.
one shot?
Well, it could be a one shot or
Or
something
just
that's part of a-
single issue?
part of a continuing run or a certain run of the comic.
That's interesting. Because I'm an indie guy, but
I got you.
Weapon Zero.
Oh, really?
Weapon Zero by Top Cow. I thought I loved that comic book series. Or Battle Chasers.
Interesting.
Battle Chasers. If you don't own those comics, man. Number one, the illustrators on those books, forget about it. They were amazing, and then the coloring on those books were like, it was out of this world. But yeah, I mean, those guys killed it.
Okay. Battle
and-
Chasers.
Yeah.
Battle Chasers. That's a cool name, by the way. Battle Chasers. I think that's really cool.
You never seen Battle Chasers?
No, like I said, man, I don't know. Like some of the stuff you're dropping on my keister, I have no idea what it is. Battle chase, like I don't even know what a battle chaser is. I mean, I know battles and I know there's been chases, but I don't know what battle.
You know Witchblade, right?
Oddly enough, I loved that television series when it was on. I thought Witchblade was.
We interviewed her on the show.
Get the heck out! You've interviewed. Hold on a second. Let's back this up for a second. You've
Yancey
interviewed
Butler.
Yancey Butler.
Yes.
Sarah Pizzini.
Yes.
You've interviewed my Sarah Pizzini. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
At the
What was
Big
she
Apple
like?
Comic Con.
What was she like? How
She was such a sweetheart. So I had when I had Cast the Craze podcast back in
go
those
ahead.
days, I had field reporters.
Oh, really?
And so I had Michelle St. Martin. I was tabling at the Big Apple Comic Con, and Yancey Butler was a guest there. She was there, so I couldn't leave my table. So I said, "Hey, Michelle, let's get her on the show." So she walked over to her. She goes, "Hey, we'd love to interview you." And she goes, "Yeah, absolutely." So live right it on the spot. Got the interview. It's the highest viewed show on my channel. In fact, when I reposted a year ago a clip from the video on YouTube, she responded to me. She goes, "Oh my God, that was such a great time. Thank you for sharing the memories and blah, blah, blah." On Twitter, she responded. I was like, wow, she's just amazing.
Get the frack out of here.
Yeah, man.
Bro, okay. I'm going on your YouTube channel. Sometime
We
this
also
weekend.
interviewed Doug Jones
Oh, okay. All right.
from
He's a cool
Hellboy.
dude. Yep. I hear
Yeah.
he's a cool dude in person.
Yeah.
I've heard some stories about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, the fact that you got Yancey Butler, I mean, look, the show only ran 2 seasons. Yancey Butler was going through some personal issues at the time. She was struggling at the time. That's why they canceled it. But at the same time, I still would have, I mean, if she had, depending on what would have happened, if she had gotten the help, whatever it was, I think Witchblade could have gone on for several more seasons after that.
Yep.
Because the mythology of that weapon and the mythology that it crosses through time, crosses through historical time periods, right, Sam? And Yancey Butler carrying that torch, or I mean, heck, she could have passed the torch on to a young Witchblade like years later, kind of deal, kind of like I don't know, kind of like the Watcher and Buffy the Vampire Slayer to a certain degree. Dude, I felt so bad for TNT when they canceled that show. I was ticked. I was like, really? You ended on this kind of a cliffhanger? Are you out of your Vulcan mind. Because, and by the way, years and years later, I don't know if you heard this news or not, but they did release the complete series of Witchblade on physical media for the first time ever. And they did it several years ago. It's on Divida. And yes, Sam, I bought it. And yes, Sam, I still have it. And yes, it's still in the case. I didn't take out the discs and put them in one of those CD binders. No. I still have the box set because I'm hoping that someday, somehow, I'm going to cross paths with Yancey Butler and be like, hey, I like you. I think you're a good actress. You got really good talent. I think it's unfortunate what happened with Witchblade. I want to see you come back.
I could make you famous.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, bro,
Yeah.
I hope to see her at a convention. I don't really see her name pop up at the conventions anymore, though.
No.
That's a sad thing.
No, I know.
That's what ticks me off. I want to see her at a show, man.
Have you ever seen Moonlight?
The television series?
Yeah.
With, what's his name? Alex O'Loughlin and Sophia Myles?
Yeah, where he was a vampire.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Moonlight. That was another underrated show. Yeah, why?
No, I'm just saying that was around that same era. That was around that same time period.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Pretty close. Yeah. But yeah, Moonlight was good too. Alex O'Loughlin and I think her name was Sophia Myles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he went into doing what was
Hawaii
it?
5-0.
Yeah, Hawaii 5-0. Yeah,
Yeah, he was McGarrett.
yeah,
He was McGarrett, Steve McGarrett, baby.
yeah.
Dude, man, Sam, you know your shiznit, man. Dude, the fact that you interviewed Witchblade, oh my gosh, I gotta see this interview. I gotta see the show.
Yeah.
Gotta see the footage. The theme song was cool. The intro to the show.
Yeah.
The trailers and the promotional materials that they were, the TV spots, were narrated by Peter Cullen, aka Optimus Prime.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And I'm like, bro, Optimus Prime narrating Witchblade. I mean, that guy could read a phone book.
Yeah.
And I would still think it's awesome because Peter Cullen is still going. 40 plus years later in the business, he's still going, man.
Yeah, man.
Bless that man's heart. And Optimus Prime is one of the best fictional characters, I think, of all time.
Yeah, I mean that's still one of the classics. The Transformers, the animated movie.
Yeah, it actually. I'm sorry to make you feel younger here, Sam, but it actually turns 40 this year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Came out in 86. 86. Yep.
Yeah. And
Yep.
G.I. Joe the movie.
Okay, so those two came out, but you know what else came out in 1986? Highlander.
Oh, yeah.
There can be only one.
That's right.
Sam, there can be only one. Here we are.
Yeah.
Born to be king. Come on, man. You know the song. Anyway, we can't sing it. We're going to get copied. But anyway, no, dude, Highlander. We did a watch along for that a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
It was fun. You should check out the footage.
Nice.
It was some good times. We're actually in the process of, well, I'll tell you about it here in a second. Because like I said, it's not about me. But once again, this is Freewheeling Friday. So I want to take this opportunity to, well, first of all, Sam, what has been your experience at some of the conventions you've been at recently? Have you been getting a lot of feedback? A lot of people coming up to you and being like, yo, your book is the best in the world. You know, dropping some CM Punk lines on you?
No, I have every convention that I go to frequently each year. I have a loyal group of people. So I only go to the conventions where I know I have a following. I don't go to the celebrity focused events. I go to like more comic centric shows, and everywhere I go in so far in Texas, there's always at least a dozen or more people that have picked up the previous issues are coming back for more, or they want the latest sticker or the latest art print from me. So yes, I've been fortunate enough that I have a nice strong base. And even when I do book signings, I have people, when I announce I'm going to do book signings, they will travel to come to the bookstore to get something from me and just say hello. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. You ever bump into our good friend Lori Calcaterra down there? in
Yeah, we
Texas?
just hung out at the Texoma Comic Con.
Texas Comic. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to dinner as well.
Oh, isn't
Yeah.
that special?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
just on her new show. What was it called? The Creators Corner podcast. It was with her, William Russell, and Chris Hayes.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, they just launched it. I was the first guest.
When do they do this normally?
They did this 2 days ago.
So it was Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday nights or Wednesday mornings?
it was Wednesday night.
Ooh, good. Hey, Laura, you need a guest for some of your shows. You do realize that I'm work here, right? I could do this too.
I'm
you
just
know.
honored that they said they wanted to kick it off with the crazy man himself.
I mean, yeah, because you're the GOAT. You're one of the best in the world. I mean, you're so money you don't even know it. Honestly, I'm telling you, your money, so freaking money.
Show me the money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, show me the money, Jerry. Or in the word, or for the other case with the podcast, I'm trying to pitch myself to. Show me the money, Lori. Show me that money, Lori. Show me the money. Anyway, Pops, you know my name and number. Send it over to Lori. Maybe she'll put me on the show one day. Who knows? But I do want to take this moment, and I want to take an opportunity to say thank you to Sam Vera for being our guest on this week's episode of Freewheeling Friday. Sam, you are the man. You are the Mac. You're a myth. You're a legend. You are kicking ass and taking names like nobody's business. You're breaking those necks and cashing the checks. So thank you for being here. Now, if someone wants to know more about you and follow you on social media, where can they find you?
They go to dutiesworld.com, or they just type in Catch the Craze. That's with a D-A, not a T-H-E, or Art of Samuel. So I'm on I think 16 or 17 different social media platforms, and it's either Catch the Craze or Art of Samuel.
Very simple and to the point.
To the point, yes.
To the
or
point,
every Tuesday,
man.
you can catch me every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central on Catch the Craze podcast.
Yeah. And you may see Ryan the Quote on there again soon, because, I had a good time the first time around.
Yeah.
So, you know what they say. These days, Sam, you got to make a sequel.
That's it.
So, got to get myself on Catch the Crazy, see? Got to get him on that podcast, man.
Get down with the get down.
Yeah. We'll wait and see, man. I'm going to check your schedule, find out what works for me, and we'll talk some things over. We'll have a good conversation. I think it'll be rocking and rolling,
Yeah, man.
For sure. Well, thank you, kind sir, for being here. Do appreciate it. You're the man. And my name is Ryan of And I Quote Channel. Follow me across all forms of social media. Where am I pointing to? Where is it? At And I Quote Channel. I do a show called And I Quote on Saturdays, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, where I interview indie creators from all over the world. Sam has been on there, I believe. And Sam, if you haven't yet, you're more than welcome to come on In I Quote any place, anytime, anywhere, son. Just check out check out my links in my bios, as one might say. Also, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers on the And I Quote channel. Once we hit that number, we're going to throw a live stream that will include special giveaways that you, the incredible person who's watching and listening to this right now, are going to be eligible to win. And by the way, the seasons are changing. We got hoodies, we got shirts, we got stickers you can add to your water bottles, and we got coffee mugs, notebooks, pens, all kinds of great stuff. And our Redbubble store, links are in our social media bios. So make sure you check that out. I took the liberty of posting the link to our YouTube channel in the comment section of this video here. So check it out. Don't forget, lots of great things coming your way very soon on the And I Quote channel, as well as the Madness Entertainment Group, because we never stop, we never close. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as Al Pacino would say in the great crime thriller film known as Heat. If you've never seen the movie Heat, check that movie out, because that's one of the best movies ever made. But that'll do it for us at Freewheeling Fridays. We will be back Friday nights, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, and by the way, for this weekend particularly, don't forget to spring forward your clocks 1 hour, because we lose an hour of sleep, Sam. I'm sorry to tell you this, but we're getting into springtime, and that means we got to spring forward, buddy. Got to spring forward. So thank you all for being here. Do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when the videos go up or they go live. Remember, life is better when supporting indie creators from all over the world. Catch you next time.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.